Hey YouTube, here's our stopping spot. As you can see, somebody decided to mark up our bench, and
the cement.
Who knows?
Pretty sad.
Some wannabe wants to be a gang member, crap, or something like that.
Wants attention. Who knows?
So Karen's feeling a little bit under the weather. Oh, let me turn you down a little bit, move you this way a little bit, take a look to make sure I'm pointed at you.
Hi YouTube.
It is Sunday, so nothing major happened this week. I removed a video for Magic Cycle because saying...
I think you said that already.
No.
The last video you did.
No,
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I removed the video that I did last week because Magic Cycle told me for some reason they weren't getting my emails from Gmail. So I emailed them with my regular email account, and they responded, gave me some information. I know I'm sure about the bike, whether they're sending me a bike to review or not, but they did respond, so I felt it only fair that I remove that video. So we did have a young lady reach out to me on YouTube about Bike Fit, and it is the springtime, so we'll talk a little bit about it. Bike Fit is a balancing act to getting the right proportions of weight on your hands and your butt. If you get too much on your butt, you have a sore butt no matter what you do. But it also comes down to the proper seat style for you too. Me and Karen shouldn't be riding the same seats, but on this bike, we just haven't done anything with the seats yet on the Treks. These are just kind of a universal fit everybody kind of seat.
It bothered me in the beginning, but after the first 3-4 days I got used to it, and it doesn't bother me anymore. It doesn't hurt my bum.
So you can adjust your stem height on the electric. On this, you can adjust the stem angle to get the handlebars closer or farther from you to get transfer weight. I have adjusted Karen's recently and mine. I made mine flatter and hers taller to try to get some of the weight off my butt because it was causing me to have a sore butt no matter what.
And whatever you did to mine, it helped so that I don't get the numbness in my right hand anymore either. So
don't give up. It's just a matter. And don't make big changes all at once. Do it incrementally so you know what worked and what didn't work. So if you're on
just a small amount at a time.
Yeah, like if your seat height isn't right, you don't want to change it a whole drastically because you'll never know whether it's where right is at that point. You can, if you make 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch adjustments at a time, it'll help you. You just have to be patient. Back in the day, a good bike shop would have fit the bike to you before you bought it. They would have told you, okay, that stem is too long or that seat isn't right for you, and they would have helped you adjust it. And most of the time it was at no cost to you because they had takeoff parts at the shop that they've taken off other new bikes, and they could just put them on your bike and exchange them.
But there still might be bike shops around.
Well, I'm sure if you buy a bike there, most of them just want to get the bike out the door and let you worry about that stuff after you ride it. They all assume that you know what you want when you
you're doing.
what you're doing when you're showing up. So if you don't know what you're doing and you need some help, take your bike to a bike shop. Let them help you. Give them the business that they need to stay in business. Don't go on Amazon and just throw money after money after money and never get anywhere. Go to an expert and let them figure it out. You can come to me if I can help you through the internet, I will. If I can help you through YouTube, I will. I may even do a video specifically for you to show you what I'm talking about. But it's kind of a balancing game. You just got to figure out what's right for you. And if you need expert help, there's a lot of bike shops out there with guys my age that have been around the industry for 40 years or 50 years that know just by looking at you what may help. So
yeah, don't get discouraged and give up. Just
yeah. You know how many times I've seen people selling bikes that have been hanging in their garage for 20 years that are new, basically, that rode a couple of times and gave up because
didn't think it fit them.
Didn't fit them, or it wasn't comfortable to ride. There's always options, so don't give up. Yeah. I've done videos on seat adjustments and stuff like that. This particular person asked me about the comfort package on the electric. Well, my opinion of the comfort packages is, for most people, it isn't going to be comfortable. It is one of those general seats. Wider isn't better. Don't believe me. It has to be fitted to your anatomy. Terry Bike for women, I only recommend one place, terrybikes.com. It's a woman-owned company with women engineers. They do sell male products. They specialize in bikes, clothing, and that stuff. So, you could try padded shorts. Karen wears padded shorts. No,
I'm not going to show you.
She got them at Amazon. They are just a short like an underwear that has padding for cycling. You could buy spandex padded pants for your butt if you got a tender rear end, no matter what. They do help. She also uses another bike product that's been around for who knows how long, 60, 70 years. It's called Camo Sputter. Isn't that what you're using?
Yeah, BUTTR.
Yeah, and it's it's especially, it was back when they made leather bike shorts, leather inserted bike shorts. They were leather padded. They had leather that had padding in them. They don't make those anymore because too expensive. You could buy them clear maybe 20 years ago still, but I don't think they're available anymore. And if they are and you buy a cheap set, you're going to be really disappointed. So there's bike clothing. It's not just for somebody that's serious about cycling. It's also designed for comfort. So there's the bike shorts, that avenue. Bike gloves. These are made by Giro. And they work fine for me. They didn't work for Karen.
Can I show them what it is?
If you can, well, you can come up to the camera and I'll tell you if you're close enough for them to see it.
Here's what I get from Amazon. It is kind of expensive,
Closer.
but it does work. I don't know if you can see it or not.
It's dark now.
Oh,
yeah, they could see it. They could see it.
But anyway, it's chamois butter, and this one I think is a general one, but I get one that says, this is original. I get one that says for women.
And it will help with any heat rashes and stuff like that that develop from riding your bike, and also help.
It's also good for women who have lost weight and they have like an apron hanging down, or they have, skin on skin contact. It does really well with that.
So there's lots of options out there, and sometimes it's just people just don't know. But upcoming videos, I will be doing some videos with the electric here pretty soon. I'm going to change my tires on my bike. both front and rear are wore out to the point that it may not be even safe for me to ride on trails like there's just no tread left on them. I mean, they're pretty much slicks at this point. So I ordered those. The best price I could find for the 4-inch tires was through Electric. $50 for 2 of them. So I bought 4 for 2 for the future. Keep in mind, if you buy them and for the future, for say a year or 2 down the road, you need to store those inside, not outside. They will just dry rot outside. Keep that in mind. Unless you need to be in a heated or a temperature controlled place, just for longevity. Oh, next thing. Karen wants me to change our shifters to go to a rapid fire shifter is what it's called on our electrics. For a while I thought about doing a 9-speed upgrade, but I'm not. I just decided if I want a 9-speed electric bike, I'll just buy a 9-speed electric bike at some point. I have one here, but it just doesn't make fiscal sense to spend that kind of money. It's a couple of $100 at least, in about 2 or 3 hours of work to change all the things. You need a new chain, a new derailleur, and a new shifter. And if you're going to change the shifter, you might as well replace all that crappy housing that's on the bike already. So you're probably out of $250 to upgrade it, and you're not. The upgrade is worthwhile in that you'll end up with a couple more usable gears, but it's not worthwhile as far as financially, because in the end you're still only got a $900 bike that you just spend a bunch of money on, that you can't get back out of it. Some people keep the bikes for 20 years and some people keep their bikes for a couple of years. Electric bikes are typically not 20-year bikes, so they're usually 5-year bikes, because at some point you're going to have problems getting batteries and whatnot. Most of the bicycle components will still be available, but the electronic components may become an issue in the future. So, and Karen's got these Morek gel padded gloves.
Didn't you see somebody asked about my gloves?
Yeah, Alley Cat is his. I won't.
I love them.
I won't say your name, but if your YouTube is an alias, then I don't have a problem with it.
But yep, they're Morek. I found them on Amazon, so I couldn't tell you what I paid for them. Have no clue. I don't think they were too bad though.
So, the useless bit of information that I'm going to tell you now. Has anybody ever wondered why there's terry cloth on this side of your thumb? On the gloves? Anybody want to know? It's to wipe your nose. Literally, that's what it's for. Most people don't know it, but if you're out riding, you can either wipe it on your sleeve or on your glove. Now, this bike glove is leather.
I carry Kleenex and a towel.
So it's not going to. Well, actually, it isn't leather, but that's why they're usually terry cloth, is so you can wipe your nose.
It is nice and soft, but
yeah, you're supposed to wash your gloves once in a while.
I'd want to wash them after every ride if I used it for my nose.
Yeah, so that's just to keep your nose from dripping on your bike or wherever it will drip.
Works good to wipe the sweat off your forehead too.
So we got a shifter upgrade coming for the electric rapid fire. Basically, it's a trigger shifter, so that your thumb, you push, you have 2 levers instead of one like what comes on the bike. I think it'll actually free up some room on the handlebars too, so it might be a good choice. And they're not expensive, about $20, $19.95 for the right shifter, and they still make it in 7-speed. So if you're looking for an alternative to the thumb shifter sticking up in the air, and that's another thing, is a lot of people, when they crash or fall down, destroy that shifter, and then they go right to putting it back on there when it's 14, 15 bucks. For a few extra dollars, you can put one that goes underneath the handlebar that's almost impossible to hit and ruin. So
it's a whole lot easier to shift with it too.
Yeah,
it clicks, so you know exactly, how many gears you've shifted and what gear you're in. I like this one so much better on the Bosch than I do on the
you mean on the Trek?
On the Trek. I was looking at the battery
so
on the Trek than I do on the
I'll take before I shut the video off, I'll take you and show you what I'm talking about. But you're looking for a 7-speed rapid fire for a 25.4 millimeter handlebar. That's the clamp size.
And when we get ours in and he puts,
there'll be
on, he'll probably do a video.
I'll do a video of me putting them on so that you guys can see me putting them on. It's probably, if I wasn't talking on a video, it'd probably take me 10 minutes to do. But since I will be talking, it'll probably take a half hour. Yeah, everything's longer when you're doing a video. Everything. So, if you have any questions or comments, you can put them in the down below, and let me take you and show you the shifters. So, this is called a rapid fire shifter, and as you can see, you have two levers. You have a lever here. This is to shift up the gears. This is to shift down. You just pull it. You can shift up to 3 gears at a time with a single push if you keep pushing all the way. She probably didn't know that.
You told me, but I had forgotten.
This one, of course, is a 9-speed, and it has every other gear on there. But the 7-speed probably will have all 7 numbers on there. So have a great day. Hope your Sunday's going well. Get out and ride your bike.
God bless. Bye-bye.